Hi there, I'm Jake Briggs, and this is the commentary track for What's to Do with Airline Food. The first big short film I did, um, and yeah, this was not the first ever short film I did that would be Don't Ask Questions, but this is the biggest project I've ever done. It still is the most important project to me. It's given me so much, it's meant so much to me. So I thought I'd do a commentary track for it. Um, just beginning off with this little section here, this was actually the last stuff written for the film, as this was for an English project where we had to like write different shifting power dynamics and whatever. And me and my friend Vincent were in a group together, and obviously he plays the center of comedy agent in the film. So we were like, hey, make a prequel about the Caucasian's origins. So yeah, uh, that's what we did. And aside from that, there's not really a lot to talk about with this section. So I'm just gonna give some background on the whole thing. So back in my junior year, COVID was still a thing. Still is, but it was a lot worse back then, and so a lot of projects had to be reworked so that you were able to do them at home, virtually and stuff. And basically, it allowed me to do a lot more, hands-on projects, and I think I would have normally having to work on like the morning show and stuff. So, obviously I made How to Avoid Taxes, the music video for St. Motel's Benny Goodman, uh, and God, I'm forgetting one. Oh, and the Tall Shoes commercial. It was a real great time, but we'll get back to that real quick. Right here, I'm trying to do a Jimmy Stewart accent because we were at the time, uh, in my video class, we just watched Rope, which is an incredibly underrated Hitchcock film. I love it to death. And Jimmy Stewart had a sizable role in that movie, and I was like, oh, I can do a Jimmy Stewart accent. Turns out I can't. Anyways, back to the history of what's the Airline Food. So basically, that's a good bit. Um, basically, uh, as I was finishing up the last of the three projects, I saw on the portal that there was this little thing of line that read short film project due sometime in May or whatever. So I was like, oh damn, I gotta start coming up with short film ideas for this project. So basically, I was going through ideas, and I ended up settling on a student film that parodies tropes and student film tropes, really meta and stuff. That was Don't Ask Questions. But one of the ideas I also came up with was about a comedy cult led by Jerry Seinfeld, because I remember I saw this one article about Jerry Seinfeld disliking YouTube, thinking it's like destroying comedy because it's like making people unoriginal or something like that. So that was ideas that obviously spawned into this. And on a side note, I had another third film idea, which was about pitching different tax ideas to the IRS, which eventually became tax callbacks and cameos. Um, so it all comes full circle. Uh, but yeah, and the script for What's the Airline Food was written over the month of August. Actually, it was the final week of August, leading into my senior year, uh, and the actual film release. Let's see, over 8 months later. I think it was 8 months because I remember when I did the history of the moving picture, that took 1 month, so it was an 8 times turnaround compared to my last project, which is pretty impressive. But title baby, I could probably update it now with the other films, but and there we are. That sentence is a goddamn lie. Snapple iced tea goes crazy. I mean, it's not as good as Arizona, um, But I've lived off Snapple Ice Tea while making this film, so I'm extremely thankful for it. Um, but yeah, so now let's I'm just gonna quickly talk about some of the casting. Obviously you have me as Tom, unknown last name. I'm really bad at coming up with names, so that's kind of my goal. Also, a little tidbit about the naming of Tom. I was doing the thing because the main villain is Jerry, so going for the Tom and Jerry reference. Uh, but yeah, so that's a nice little detail there. Obviously got the crowd members. Uh, made here, all played by me. Actually, with this original scene right here, I edited this whole little first scene, finished it at like maybe 9, 10 o'clock at night. But then the file got corrupted and like the whole thing reset. So I was like, damn. And I had school tomorrow, so I was like, damn. If I stay up, until 1 a.m., editing this scene again, I'm gonna feel like shit in the morning. So I felt like shit in the morning because I edited the whole scene together. Also, if you notice, there's the last three Vegas bits with the different locations. The audio on that is dubbed over very noticeably to me. I don't know how much you notice as an audience, but because I messed up the line originally, so I went back and I never fixed it apparently, which will actually be fixed, hopefully, in a remastered version of What's to Do with Airline Food that I'm planning to make for the anniversary of its release date. So in May 17th, um, I want to go back and I want to fix up this film and stuff and make it all better. Oh yeah, also this is my second favorite bit in the film, or this is my first favorite bit in the film. It's so good. Yeah, I love the run as well. The run is so good, and the vector, just yeah. I love that bit as well. Yeah, but I guess clearly talking about that character, you just don't die. I really was gonna have a friend play that character, but I already had all the assets in, and the friend didn't want to do it, so it was all good there. And then we got Vincent coming in. Oh, I wanted to see my yearbook quote. For some reason they wouldn't let me say that in my yearbook quote. But yeah. So this is about to be the end of scene 2 into scene 3. And this scene right here is the last of the part 1, the original kind of scenes and stuff. Because after doing this, I decided to do just all scenes together. Instead of doing it scene by scene, I would do it character by character. So, for instance, like I would, with Vincent's the center of comedy agent, I would just go through scene 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, put in all his assets. Without it would be a bit difficult because it's hard to place him into the scene without seeing everyone else. But I would then eventually just fill it in and stuff, and yeah, but yeah. So back to the casting, we got Vincent here as the center of comedy agent. Um, just I really I I think I really do like his performance in this. It's just very like straight face. Because the whole character thing is about to all the characters are about to be introduced. I just want to run through each of them real quick. Compliment them because I can't shit on them in this because they did take time out of their day to help me with this humongous project. But yeah, back to Vincent's performance. It's just the the deadpan as well a lot of the time, just like the kind of casual tone in which he goes about these absurd things. I think really heightens his character, and you got the gag here. Um, and then you got coming up Sean as Snap Crackle Pop. Yeah. One thing I really like about his performance and his whole character is just he's goofy. He's not like he's more goofy than funny, if that makes sense. Where he's just kind of he's his character is just like he can always be smiling. But then obviously you got Flask. And you got James Robinson. Look, Yeah, we're gonna talk about James Robert Simon first, and I'll go back to Flash because he's my favorite. Anyways, James Robert, obviously, I mean, just the get up. It was really hard getting a lot of those shots in that full get up because whenever, like for instance, there was one shot where Matt had to like lift his hands up, like in to cheer, and the blanket came off. I have a like a blooper of that. That's great. But oh yeah, green screen man, god tier character. Second best character in the film, I would say. Maybe third, maybe first. I don't know. But anyways, going back to Flask. That's my favorite out of all of the. I think he might be my favorite character in the film. I just he's honestly one of my favorite in characters by myself. I really like his jokes. I really like the whole just his ability to be a dumbass is so incredible, and I love it. And Gavin's performance is just perfect. He plays it all so well. Just yeah. Oh, we got little detail here. Costanza's Golf Club, obviously in reference to George Costanza from Seinfeld. Uh, trying to hint that Seinfeld reference. Oh my god, I wonder who the villain is. Oh yeah, this is a good bit. Nice hold. Uh, and you see, you have obviously me voicing one of the gods, but then also my friend Nick Vigliante voicing one of the other gods. Oh, you get the elevator scene here, and as you can see in the film, you notice that like grain around Matt, like that grayish grain. So that's what I want to go back and fix. Um, oh yeah, by the way, I yeah, he did great on this. I'm pretty sure this was no, this was this entire Spanish monologue. I believe he did it in one take, which was incredible. I mean, oh yeah, bringing in Yo Voy now. Yo Voy now was crazy. And oh yeah, there you go. See the things there. The Coke Gang.
Jerry Seinfeld, am I right? Praise leader Jerry Seinfeld.
God, I like. I'm trying to talk as much as I can about this, but going back and watching it, it just I just get brought back into it. It's like, damn, dude, I did this, and it's crazy. Like I'm looking right in front of me right now. I have a poster from the screening just on my wall in my dorm, and it's like, damn, man, this stupid fucking film means so much to me. But yeah, but we're about to get introduced to the to the next, I think, and final character of the film. But you have watch and walk, watch the walk. There we go. I like that one. Yeah, but now obviously we have Max Fallon, a dear friend of mine, playing the cult leader, and I won't spoil who he is, but you'll see. Also, I fucking love that bit of. I know I wrote it, but I love the bit of he just walks in. He's like, "What the fuck? How the fuck did they get in here, guys? What? How the fuck did you not tell they were spies? What the fuck, guys? Just like genuinely, like, guys. I don't. Just the casual. Oh yeah. Also, I love the breaking here of like. Yeah, like you can see, like he's just able to bring his hand up, completely ignoring the fact that his hands are like held behind his back and stuff. Yeah. Like the hands bringing up there. Uh, I I'm going back and I'm realizing how many of these bits that I just God, I love them so much. But oh, you got the laugh here. I love the laugh.
Irony was the first form of comedy.
Yeah.
I fully agree with that sentiment. But this,
yeah, I was it this that one line though was slightly misread because it was supposed to have while somewhere in there, but oh wait what the twist, it's Jerry fucking Seinfeld. Holy shit, it's him. Oh yeah, and then and what is it? One little detail with Gavin's character with Flask is that for some of the shots where he can't have anything in his hands, he has the flask either in his hat or on his head. That was an idea brought up by Gavin, which I really like. Which with the whole cast just brought so much to these characters, and I know they're goofy fucking characters, but each one of them just kind of made it their own. You know, I'm just so goddamn thankful that I'm able to talk people into doing this.
I had advanced what they had given me.
Oh yeah, also the Jerry Seinfeld monologue. Quite okay. The execution in the film was I'm not it was good. I'll give it that. The execution in the film and the line reading was good, but like because obviously to read the whole because the was it this whole monologue goes on for 3 pages. So in thing is you obviously it's hard to turn the pages and stuff without making a noise coming up on the thing. So you obviously have to cut and stuff. And but I genuinely think in the screenplay, the Jerry Seinfeld monologue is the best work I've ever written. It is both like incredible. It is so seriously written for such an absurd thing. It is quite. It's incredible villain monologue. I will give it that. I genuinely, quite honestly, what I might do is I might message my good buddy Max and try to get a perfect take of the monologue. Have him where he's able to read it over the computer and stuff. So it's all at once. And I'll do like a practice reading as well, so you can like listen to like the certain diction and stuff. Because quite honestly, that right there, getting a a screenplay accurate version of that reading would be perfect. But yeah, but no, it was. I mean, it's a tough reading to do. There's a lot of like, it is. It's a tough reading to do, especially like when you're if you're not trying to spend like 2 hours just on that one section. But yeah, yeah. But it's I still go back to him. I really his motivation is what I really like. Just it's just I think as well. I mean, because obviously I wrote it, so I'm gonna think I'm gonna be kind of proud of it. But I genuinely think it's good because it's literally like, hey, I'm gonna become these people's messiah. I'm gonna take everything away from them, become the messiah, and then just vanish. Just take hope away from them a second time, because that's how you get them. Because some people survive it when you take hope away for the first time, but the second time, god damn, that stings. Especially when they get hope back. So.
I will be content with knowing that they will never disturb the grave of my work. They will just suffer.
Yeah, God.
By giving them
Oh,
exactly what they want.
man.
An excuse to make everything a joke.
You a madman.
Well, goddamn. God.
You're nothing but a thief, and there will be no place for thieves in the world I create.
Oh no, it's execution. Yeah.
For execution by firing.
God. Yeah, these side characters are actually quite hard to edit with like spatial locations and stuff.
Damn it! I forgot the lyrics. Okay, well, we're gonna do it.
I love that bit.
My command. Ready? Aim.
Oh yeah.
Fire. I said fire.
Where would they go? Woo.
So there he is, the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson hit star of the film. Also, quick little detail there. Everyone else saying green screen man but Matt saying, I think it's was Le Hombre Verde, saying green screen man in Spanish. So yeah. So then, bam, full shot of the cast. Got them all in the battle poses or whatever. God. So yeah. Also, this bit right here. That was the Johnny Test whip sound effect as well. That was very important to get into the film. Yeah, but also with being on the lines here as well. This was another more minor monologue from Jerry Seinfeld, a much shorter one. But in the remaster, I really want to refilm or re-record these lines and yeah, just. Oh yeah, also this whole bit here I really like. Just he's giving them all reasons to freak it. It's Moana 2 is coming. It is 100% coming eventually. So, and then the live action sequence. You see, this sequence right here was actually part of another school project. God, I forgot what it looks like in live action, the mask. But this was actually for my video final where we had to make a short film, and it had to be around 5 minutes. I was like, hey, can I just make it a part of mine? Can I just record one of the live action shots for mine because my friend Max, who's about to hit the Jerry Seinfeld. Oh, okay. Pause real quick. This song right here, I knew had to be in the film, just for the B movie center because it goes hard. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, also this sequence right here, the framing of this was very hard because, obviously, because, I was not able to be behind the camera for this, so it does mess up that you can see a baby photo of my sister actually, but this bit right here of a chess game being played just mid-fight, that was an idea I really loved, just, being like, oh yeah, we're gonna beat the shit out of each other, and then it's like, well, you gotta play some fair chess game. We wanted to get some more shots here, just of like the chess game, but then, you get that realization of the stalemate, and the punch that does nothing. Also, this transition here was very tough. The sound effects stuff with the Nerf guns. In the original footage to this, I have to cut the audio after Max fires his last shot because at that distance it was actually hurting and it was hitting the TV behind me. But if you can tell, there's a cut right there, which you probably can see. But also, I did not know when you record a TV like this that it does this flickering, which is annoying as hell. Also, kicking that took so many. That was actually me. That was really me, you could tell. But going back to the Wii boxing thing, that took so many takes to get because we would have to fight into Wii boxing until we got a knockout. So we got it took like 5 minutes to set up a take. Also, that fake blood was water and grenadine, like a raspberry cherry syrup mixed a ton. But yeah. I am. That's true. God, the line "I am the deal with airline food" goes kind of hard. Okay. I was supposed you can't do anything to stop that. But... And you see, this right here is actually another callback. This was actually a big inspiration for the film. Was that blood bid? But Jerry Seinfeld has actually never made the joke, "What's the deal with airline food?" He's made a ton of jokes about airline food, a ton of jokes about what's the deal with, yada yada, but he's never done it. So this was the original reason, and I was like, oh, this is the climax. Also, in the original trailer for What's the Deal with Airline Food, to hide Jerry Seinfeld from being the villain, I replaced it with that video of Shaq eating the hot chip. So false marketing on my part, but oh yeah, so plagiarism plays a big one. Oh yeah, so this part right here, so I wrote this line in August, and this was filmed in April, because was it when I wrote the line, obviously, in America, things aren't not the best, but people don't want to change about it. And then, when I recorded this in April, literally 2 days after another one happened, and I was like, damn, it's like, I don't feel good about, having recorded this now, but eventually the film gets done in May, and a screening is planned in June, and in between the film being finished, but in between the film being finished and the screening, another one happened, and I was just like, shit, man, fuck. It was tough to be like, should I refilm that? But I for as goofy as this is, it has a message. Also, I really like that bit of them betting $20 on if Tom will be able to save the world, because one, it's betting on like a if you lose, then nothing else. You there's no world to go back to. But also, that back model of Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the corporate cutout, that's actually Tom Holland. I believe that was a question from my friend Nick, but I could be wrong. But it classic bit. Yeah, but as this sequence is ending up, yeah, this entire film, just the cast and all, and all of it, just God, man, it's crazy. Also, you got the English reveal for Mental Warfare. This background was this was really hard to edit. It took so much to get that edit of him because as you see, it also consumes the background. But also getting the voice for Dwayne The Rock Johnson, because that's the only line he speaks. Took so much finagling with the like AI voice things, because I basically had to do it like word by word so that it can get the right diction. But me directing cock. That's also, I love that line so much. Also, I'm very glad it held up the reveal to the end. Because in the script he's called Cock Agent, so it kind of kills the joke when you're reading the screenplay. But that reveal, that is true. Maybe I should probably put a legal disclaimer that you should not kill rich people, because that's murder and a crime. But yeah, the Pillow Pets reference, threw that in. I had a pillow pet when I was younger, still got it, so I was like, throw it in. Yeah. So as this all finishes up, God, I realized I got a lot of Union Jack stuff for my birthday once, and damn, twist villain reference. And you got the photo there, and yeah, this is actually a prequel to the formation of the CIA. It's a fact. Yeah. See, this live action section would actually, I think originally I was gonna do it in stop motion as well, but yeah. Yeah, as someone taking a economics midterm right now, or about to take one tomorrow, that is true. That's how supply and demand works. Also, this was one of the first times I ever had. This is when Starlight Coke was out. Starlight Coke was crazy, man. I miss it. But and as you can see, this is where the entire film was basically made. Maybe a couple shots were filmed at the school, but this was basically just all in one room in my house, and that's credits. This is goddamn, man. What's the deal with Airline Food will always hold a place in my heart. I really do like these credits a lot. This song I knew I always wanted as the credits. I heard it probably I think a year before it actually got released back in May of 2021. Yeah, because it's 2022, yeah. And these are the credits. I'm not very good at commentary tracks because I've never done one, but this was just a crazy project. Took about 8 months of filming, 1 month of writing and pre-production, and it means a lot to me. All the music taken from online. Jesus Christ, dude, this thing got copyright stricken by God himself. But aside from that, that was What's the Deal with Airline Food. There's so many just great behind the scenes moments that I got that I just appreciate. That are just the making of this film was an incredible experience, and I say that now, but soon the remaster will be out, and you'll hear more then. Peace.